Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, my stroke survivors. Welcome to Stroke of Genius Podcast, Survivor Experience. I'm your host, Aaron Ambla. Today is a special, really special show for me. I am interviewing someone known for years, and her name is Cheri Patterson. What she has a deficit of aphasia. And I want to make you clear before we start the show. Aphasia, they knew for a fact, aphasia does not affect a person's intelligence. It only affects your ability to express speech. So let's get into it. We're getting into it. Mind you, meet Cheri.
The Stroke of Genius podcast, hosted by brain aneurysm and stroke survivor Aaron Avila, sharing the experiences of survivors and CEOs. This is your destination for inspiration.
Well, good morning, Cheri Patterson.
Hi, Aaron. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you very much. Well
Great to
said.
see.
Well
So
said.
I want to say I am so proud of you with the feature to be here on the show. Thank you for sharing your feature with us and sharing you with us. And thank you to Bubba for helping us get ready. Thank you. So Sherry, let's start by introducing yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cheri Patterson. I lived at Niagara Falls, New York. Um,
How old were you when you had a stroke, Sherry? How old were you?
52 years.
And
52
what
years.
year? What year did you have? When did you have a stroke? When did you have a stroke?
2014.
Oh, we got a comment. I'm sorry, got a comment. Hold on.
Ooh, comments.
Oh, we got Bill Wade. Can you see that on the screen? I don't know if he.
Hello, Bill.
Bill Wade is saying hello from Michigan.
Okay.
So when you said when did you have a stroke? I'm sorry, I'm distracted. When did you say you had a stroke?
August 10th, 2014.
And I'm curious, what did you do for work before your stroke?
More business forms invoice corporation.
If I remember, you told me you worked for an accounting firm, correct?
Yeah, yes.
That's quite a difference. Now, what did you do for? So what? Please take a minute and describe for people the best of your ability what it's like to live with aphasia.
Okay. My personal preference now, me, isolated, frustrated, communication at all. Um, I feel 2 years old. I feel 2 years old. I can feel it 2 years old. And I can't drive with aphasia. Um,
I mean, you speak of frustration, isolation. Those are there's two types of stroke survivors that I I I break my heart. One is stroke survivors that are young with young children that never will know what's like to camp because skiing or whatever with them. The second type of stroke survivor is like you that experience the aphasia because aphasia is so cruel because it takes away your ability to communicate with people. I talk funny. I'm in a wheelchair, but I can communicate with people. I just can't imagine what that would be like. So frustrating. So some people say like it's like being in prison in your own mind.
You know what? I think about stay positive, stay positive. New, beautiful home, beautiful children. Stay positive, stay positive. Because with aphasia, Cheri died 7 years ago. Cheri died.
Who you were died, right? Who used to
Yeah,
be died, yeah.
yeah. Very sad.
Well, I know I've heard about it. You and I, people don't know, but you and I talk almost every night. We get together, we chat, and for a little bit, and we chat and talk. But I'm kind of glad I opened a new chat room up for the group. So we're getting quite a few people in it. So more and more people are getting to chat and get to know each other.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My own
Uh,
show, um, Sherry's Corner.
oh, yeah.
Yes, with the support group and stroke survivor with aphasia group.
Yeah, what Cheri is explaining is that her and I got together and she's now admitting a stroke survivor with a aphasia support group on Facebook. So look up called Cheri's Corner. So search Facebook for Cheri's Corner, join the group, and it's for aphasia support. So if you have, and this podcast will be shared within a group, but really it's like we're trying. Sherry doesn't want everybody to feel alone with aphasia because it does. She said isolated. It makes you feel isolated, right, Sherry?
Yeah,
And by the way, we have a person in Georgia out there wants to say hello. And I'll bet the guess it's my friend Scott White. He's a stroke survivor. He's in Georgia, so he said good morning.
hi Scott.
Um, but yeah, I think it's true without a picture makes you feel isolated. But
Yeah,
a picture must just make it that much worse. To make you feel isolated. You mentioned that you feel 2 years old like a child. I go through that too, but again aphasia makes it that much worse.
you know what? Aphasia. I I feel your pain. I feel your pain, and very so sad, so sad. Example, my husband, no more wife. Where's Cheri? Where's Cheri? Where's mom? Where's Nani?
You know, Sherry, all I can say is that I do Tom Bassard. Tom Bassard is a stroke educator, but he's be in my show in a week or so. But he had a fever, real bad fever. He was able, through hard work and dedication, to pull out of it. I think you can too if you put the work in, put the time in, as with all of us stroke survivors. I
Yeah,
think you get better.
yeah. I hope so.
And and to think Bubba is Cheri's husband. I know him personally, but give just hats off to Bubba for doing this.
Very important. The family is struggling. Very important. The family is struggling. The kids, the partner, the family struggling.
Can you remember with the Aphasia? Can you remember what your life was like before your stroke? Do you remember?
Um, busy girl.
So you do remember what you were like before your
Yeah,
stroke?
yeah, yeah.
So, what could you try to tell me what you were doing when you had your stroke? What were you doing?
Okay. Um, Saturday in the morning, um, a bad day, and my husband's steak party, and I'm going to bed. Um, 9 o'clock p.m. and I just wake up, I go pee in the bathroom, and I fall down the floor, crawling, crawling to move. Um, no voice. I'm afraid. Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
Scary, how scary.
Yeah,
Now,
remember. Just
so
remember.
you had your stroke during your sleep?
Yes. No. I'll go to the bathroom first. I just fall on the floor. Just seconds. Just seconds.
Yeah, well, my saying is as fast as lightning strikes, I became stroke survivor, and it's really
That's
true.
true.
You know.
That's
I mean,
very true.
for anybody that's out there, do not think it can happen to you. In fact, 1 in 4 people will have strokes. So when you're in a room and there's 4 people in there or more, 1 in 4 people have a stroke. It used to be 1 in 7, but it's gotten worse because people's diet, because smoking, because of drinking, it's gotten worse. So 1 in 4 people have stroke. There's over 80 million stroke survivors in the world. I don't know how many stroke survivors have aphasia, but there's quite a few, but not too many have aphasia. And
Yeah.
just so you know, but let me I'm gonna so people know what aphasia is. Let me see if I can pull. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna see if I can pull up what aphasia is, so people can know what aphasia is. Because I don't know that everybody know what it is. So let me see if I can find it. Let me see. There, I found it. Okay, hold on. Let me let me let me put it on a screen. Hold on, Jerry. Wait a minute. Messing up my show. Messing up my show. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna play a little explain what speech is to people. Hold on. There it is. Let's see if it works. There we go. Okay, let me play this little video sharing song of aphasia so everybody knows what aphasia is. Here we go.
Awesome.
James left his 9-to-5 job and is now making over $50,000 a month online. James is implementing a
Acquired means that you're not born with aphasia. It's something that happens to people after a stroke, brain injury, or a neurological disorder called primary progressive aphasia. Aphasia impairs a person's ability to process language, but it doesn't affect their intelligence. People with aphasia are still just as smart, though they may have problems understanding language, speaking, reading, or writing. So how do you communicate with someone who has aphasia? First, be patient. Allow plenty of time for a response. Make sure you're speaking with and not for the person. Use simple, short sentences, and make sure you go to a quiet place to speak so there aren't a lot of distractions. People with aphasia may need to use communication tools such as an iPad or drawing with a pen and paper to get their point across. They may also use gestures or pantomime if they can't come up with a word. Next time you meet someone with aphasia, you'll remember that there's plenty you can do to be supportive and spread awareness. In fact, help us out and pass this video along. We all could use more understanding in this world. Thank you.
Well, that was pretty great.
Yeah, awesome. You know what? Um, in my brain, and aphasia means forgot the word. Forgot the word. With forget the word.
It doesn't take away your ability to, so when you're speaking, you know what you want to say, right? But you can't, it does come out right.
Exactly. Exactly right.
And I think it's probably the most, that could be beyond frustrating to know what you want to say and not be able to say it.
You know what? 5 years, no words at all. So frustrating. So frustrating. Oh my God.
So you couldn't speak for 5 years?
Yes. I worked at study, a dictionary, book, read out aloud, and uh, 5 years speech therapy. 5 years speech therapy. Before ICU happened at the stroke, hi and bye. That's all I would say.
Well, you know, I have such a heart for people that go through aphasia like you. It breaks my heart. But you know, thank God, Bubba, your husband, and your kids all stayed by your side, you know, during that time and during this time. So I'm very grateful for them.
Okay, thank you.
So you have kids.
Yes,
How many kids do
kids,
you have? And what are the names?
3 kids, and Nikki, 40 years old. Ew. Brittany, my daughter, um, 32. Robbie, and 29.
Wow.
Four grandchildren. 2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow, that's pretty great. You
Yes.
have two. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, did they all live in Niagara Falls with you in that same area that you do? They all live there?
Yeah. Robbie and Brittany Lewiston um, threw away 45 minutes. And yeah. Nikki,
How often do you see your children?
Always.
Really, a
Always.
lot.
A lot. I love Connor. I love Connor. My happiness, my joy.
It's your grandchild.
Yeah.
But you know, I think part of the thing that people don't know about aphasia is that they somehow they think that because you have aphasia you're not smart, but that's not true. It just affects. Let me put it this way: aphasia affects. You have a part where your mind is. Your mind thinks of a sentence, and then in your this chip, the processor takes the thought and turns it to words, and that's where aphasia kicks in. Because you could your mind is thinking of the word, but
Yes.
that processes it from thought to verbal expression is broken. That is the part that's damaged. That is the part that's hurt.
In my mind, nobody listened. In my mind, conversation, nobody listened at all. I'm isolated. It really, really hurts. I'm a talker. Oh, I love people. God.
Well, the only thing that you didn't repeat with us too, or the other people out there, I know you just got to get over that feeling of insecurity. Of look at you here, I thought I'd never get you on my show, and people don't. I've been trying for years to get you on my show,
Oh,
and so to have you here today is an absolute joy for me.
thank you, Aaron. Boss man.
Yeah. Yeah, I should. I'll go. I'll flip a black hat just for you because I know you like my black busman hat. So just I normally for wear for executives. I'm gonna go get it just for you, Cheri. Hold on.
I love Black Cat because boss man, boss man. Thank you, Aaron.
Just for you, Cheri. I normally only wear the hat for my C-suite Aphasia executives,
Hi,
but
boss man.
for you, I will wear it.
Hi, boss man.
Hey, what's up, Cheri? Cheri, how long have you and I been friends, Cheri?
7 years ago.
7 years ago. So basically, when I first started this
Oh, I
movement,
remember. I remember. You know what? 3 members. That's all. 3 members.
really?
That's all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, just for the record, Cheri saying she's known me since when I first started, I only have 3 members. And now we have over 5,200. Well, we come a long way, haven't we?
Yeah, awesome.
But you know, I think as we do more shows like this, I intend to more targeted shows on aphasia, on dyslexia like I have, and maybe bring an expert in. And when I bring Tom Bassard in, which is a PhD expert in aphasia,
Oh, I love Tom.
yeah.
Yes.
He will help us understand it more and hopefully be able to help you get better.
Okay.
He can do it. I know he can do it. Now, I think I'm going to try to ask you a question. I don't know if this is too open ended. Some tips for those out there dealing with aphasia or coping with someone that has aphasia during the event. Keep your questions short and try not to ask open-ended questions. Cheri can answer some open-ended questions, but for the most part, easier for them to say yes or no and keep them simple. And don't be in a crowded place. Gets confusing not just
Oh,
for
yes. Oh,
not
yes.
just not for just aphasia people, but people like me. My brain gets scrambled, but too many people make it confusing for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a hard time. I used to have family gatherings, and it's I still do, but the more people in the room, the more confused I get.
Yeah. What you say? Very important. Um, thinking, thinking very slow. I noticed something. Thinking very slow.
Well, sure, you and I plan on doing another show together, and we're gonna do another one. I think it's so important that we get the word out about aphasia, about stroke, and raise awareness for that. So I really want. We're down the end of the show. Believe it or not, we've done really well. Done super well. Thank you for being here, Cheri. If there's one piece of advice that you would give a new stroke survivor with aphasia, what would it be?
Um, I'm sorry. What?
If you were to give a new stroke survivor with aphasia some advice, if you were to tell them something to do that make the stroke and aphasia easier, what would you tell them?
Um, don't give up,
Don't give up, a big one.
and
Stay positive, right? Stay positive.
stay positive, and ask the doctor what's what's aphasia. What's aphasia? You know what? Be patient, talk slow, and conversation, conversation. Um, that's it.
Well, that's really great. Well, Cheri, I want to thank you for being here. You have spent it means the world to me that you're
Thank
here.
you.
So thank you so much. And anybody out there want to come on and please like this video. Leave Cheri a comment. She'll be watching it. I'll be watching it. We'll leave us a comment. We'll reply to your comment. But thank you very much. And I encourage you to please subscribe to Stroke TV YouTube channel. Cheri, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. And I'll tell you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Set me on fire.